Got these in the mail today, and it's the new garnish for my 2015 Honda Fit. The garnish for the fog lights for the front bumper here. The stock ones did not come with this LED array installed. On the European Jazzes, I believe that in that market and various other markets too, this DRL LED array came stock with it. I actually upgraded my headlights from halogens over to an LED conversion kit, and unfortunately the daytime running lamp circuit within the car doesn't play very well with the pulse width modulation. You get a constant flickering, and it can cause damage over a long term of the control box that runs the LEDs. So I disabled the DRL unit inside, but I still want to have that ability, so this is the reason why I'm putting these in. And another cool feature that this has is that it also has a switchback LED array. So there's an amber and a white LED array wired in the same housing. The kit comes with its own wiring harness and controller, and right now what you're seeing is the daytime running lamps, and then alternatively, when the pulse signal from the blinker comes in, you can actually go and see the amber. So the control module for my daytime running lamps and switchback LEDs here in the garnishes decided to fail during my bench testing with my battery, and I think I know why. The housing that it was put in here was right here. It's made of metal. It is a China source component. This is what the label that was on there for anyone that's interested. But I was able to remove it safely without damaging the board. They did not use the epoxy resin that I normally see boards encased in. Instead, they used black window caulk. Shows you the quality of China puts out these days. Anyways, I believe I know why the lights were flickering. I believe that these are really just cheap capacitors. I don't know how well I can focus in on it, but they look to be some no-name brand from China, JMCO, maybe that could be the Japan Radio. I'll try and do this with one hand, but you have a 2200 picofarad, two 470 picofarads, two 100 picofarads, and then one 10 picofarad that I'm going to have to replace. They're all 25 volt ratings. Now, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to focus in on it, but you could see that the board was definitely hand assembled. There's a lot of kludgy components on here. They should have been put on a little bit with more care. I actually had to go and fix the R7 and C3 because they were actually touching together, and I thought that was the problem. Turns out that it wasn't, and I do apologize on the shakiness here as I try to zoom in and show you what the overall look at the board here is. It's not terrible, but again, I think that it could have been a lot better. I see a lot of the MELF diodes were crooked and whatnot. The RF ferrite choke is probably designed to remove some noise somewhere in the circuit, but all in all, it's not terrible. I just think that they use very poor quality components. And just show you guys, here is the back of it. Again, it looks to be pretty straightforward. They probably did a better job here, being that the components were a little bit more straightforward laid out. The solder jobs for the pigtail of the wires was a very, very poor job. I'm going to have to fix that so there's no bottleneck of current before it comes out of the board. And I'm just going to order all those electrolytic capacitors off a Mauser here right now, and I can show you right now it's only going to cost me $2.41 plus shipping, which I'm still going to order some other parts here. It looks like I got one on back order. I'll just have to go and switch that around. Got everything reassembled with the new capacitors installed. They came in the mail today. Put some quality Nichelon brand capacitors from Mauser.com, and it seems to have made a big difference because I do see that the lights are slightly brighter than what they were before. I can't see flickering to the naked eye here, and I know it's not going to come well off on camera, but I believe that the capacitors were the problem. They just were using very poor quality components, and unfortunately that's the risk that you run when you order something from China. I did a little research on this product, and it seems that if anyone's ever heard of a company called ijdmtoy.com, it seems that company has had a lot of problems with quality control. Surprise, surprise, it's from China, where the LED arrays and the controllers, there's the very bad quality components, flickering, failed units. I think I actually got one of those units just under a no-name brand. Now, to be fair, I was able to contact the seller that I bought this off eBay from, and they were responsive. They acknowledged that I had the problem, and they are sending me a brand new controller. Well, another one anyway. I would expect similar to the same quality of what this one was when I first got it, and you know, it is kind of what it is. If you're ordering from China, you kind of run that risk, not getting the best quality. But thankfully, with some US components here and a little know-how with the right tools, I was able to fix the controller to be a great deal more reliable than when I had initially had purchased it. So I've been running this setup for about 15 minutes. I haven't seen any major issues yet, but I'm going to let it run for a while, and just to show everyone that the as I try to do this with one hand, as I always do here with my videos, just making the blinker work on and off here. The dimming definitely still exists, but I was also able to repair the bottleneck, the very poor solder job from the board to the wires here. That would definitely cause a problem with the current passing over to the LED lights. Hope this video was helpful to people. Please subscribe. Any questions, please let me know. And the next segment of the video will be me installing it on the vehicle.